It's me, Taha. Have you ever wondered why managing money feels like a mystery for some and second nature for others? Well, here's the twist. It's not just about math, it's about psychology. Today I'm super excited to share my thoughts on a book that I have read recently that completely reshaped how I think about money. It is called The Psychology of Money. It's this book. As you can see, it is by Morgan Housel. Whether you are a student like me figuring out finances or just curious to know about money habits, this book has something for everyone of us. So, what are we waiting for? Let's jump right into it. What is the psychology of money after all? It's not just a typical finance book. Instead of you telling to where to invest and where to how to manage budget, it's about understanding how we think about money, the core factors of money. You can think of it as the foundation levels of money, and Morgan Housel explains that how we handle money isn't just about our knowledge. It is influenced by emotions, experiences, and even luck. This is really resonated with me as a student trying to plan for my future. Share you a few important lessons that I have learned from this book that really stood out to me. First one is no one's crazy, right? Yes, the way people behave with their money often depends on their past life experiences. For example, what might seem irrational to you could make perfect sense to me or someone else. For example, if someone grew up during a financial crisis, they would be super cautious with their spendings. Yeah, makes sense, right? So it reminded me to be more understanding for different financial habits. An important lesson is getting wealthy versus staying wealthy. Well, in a typical way, it's really easy for to get wealthy, right? But my initial thought after getting wealthy should be how can I maintain this wealth? That's the important point that you'll have to keep in mind, right? So, in this book that I have read, Hauser states that getting money requires taking risks, but keeping it requires humility and resilience. Well, you have to be resilience. You have to be able to endure the economic crisis. For example, the economic crash of 2007. We can say we can take example of, and moving on, the line stated by the Hauser, getting money requires taking risks, but keeping it requires humility and restraints. This really hit me because sometimes we're so focused on earning that we forgot the importance of saving and being patient. My favorite one, a power of compounding. Compounding is one of the most powerful forces out there when it's come to building wealth, right? Housel explains that the earlier you start saving or investing, the more the gains and profits will sum up and into the huge profits. Even with the small amounts, you'll just have to start. The more exponential growth you'll see over time, the more earlier you start. This idea really inspired me to start thinking about money as a long term game where small, consistent efforts lead to big results. For a student like us, even saving a little can make a huge differences in the future. And now for the final one, the power of time. Building wealth takes patience. Housel states Housel used 19 relatable stories in this book that I have read here to show how time is an investor's best friend. The earlier you start and the longer you stay consistent, the better the outcomes you'll get. It's like planting a tree, then you nourish it, and over time it grows beyond your expectations. I really love about this book and want to share with you is that I absolutely love this book because of how relatable it is and how it uses simple stories to explain big ideas. For example, he compares building wealth with planting trees, and it takes time to build. It takes time, patience, and staying consistent care. So staying consistent. That analogy really hits me, and tied beautifully into the concepts of compounding. Reading this book made me rethink how I see money. It's not just earning or spending, it's about creating a healthy relationship with money. For instance, I have started setting small goals, and it feels amazing to be more mindful about my choices. I have learned to appreciate the value of patience when it comes to achieving financial goals. That's my take on this psychology of money. Have you read it? Well, what's the best lesson you have learned from this book or your practical life? Let me know in the comments. I love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe or share. I'll be back with more book reviews and tips to make life more easier and a lot more fun. Thanks for watching, and remember, managing money is a journey, not a race. See you next time.